Hey everybody, Dustin, DNC Ball Cards, back with another video. Got my friend Travis here. Corey, it'd been nice if he could have been here as well, but he couldn't make the hour-and-a-half journey over to my house. But today we have what could be the pinnacle video of any person that collected cards in the junk wax area, the late 80s, early 90s. Travis was able to get connections and find a guy that had a storage building full of that era cards, and he had a 1989 Upper Deck box of cards. If you've ever chased, as a kid, chasing the 1989 Ken Griffey Jr. rookie was the card, the must-have card. I guess this is the set and the card that kind of changed the card collecting industry. And so we finally have a chance to bust a box of this, hoping to find not only one Griffey, not only two Griffey, but maybe if we're lucky enough to find three. And hopefully this box hasn't been searched. I don't think it has been, but there's always that possibility. What's interesting is I see on this box here, there is a tag for, I'm guessing, $35.64 is maybe what this box possibly costs. I don't know if that's the case or not. But I know these packs, I think, were about $2 a piece when they came out. So not sure what that sticker's on there for, but most of y'all are familiar with this set right here. Ken Griffey Jr. rookie cards, the card that you want to hit, but there's also other notable rookies as well. We've got Randy Johnson, Sandy Alomar, John Smoltz, and Gary Sheffield. The Gary Sheffield card has two versions. There's an era variation that has the SS upside down on the front. Not really sure how you can have an SS upside down, because upside down it's still an SS, right? But maybe we'll come across that card and see. But also, I guess it says one of the most notable cards here is card number 357, which is the Dale Murphy that has the reverse negative card. So that's one of the most valuable eras in there. But if you're familiar with our channel, you've watched our channel before, Corey bust a lot of the junk wax era cards, and so far right now he's 3 for 3 for pulling Griffey rookies. He pulled one out of the 89 Fleer, the 89 Bowman, and the 89 Donruss. So it's up to me and Travis here to continue the streak, and hopefully we can go 4 for 4 on this one here. Yeah, so if not, we're going to blame it on you, but really these are your cards, so we'll just see. So I guess we've talked about it enough. It's just time to get into it and rip it open. So let's see what we can find here.
I hope it won't disappoint Corey.
I supposedly if there was sequencing a certain number of packs down, and I don't really know. I tried to maybe do some research of that, but we won't fool with that. We'll just tear in here and see. I'd kind of like to, let's see here. Let's take these out of the box. I'd like to count how many's there before we get started. Make sure that we have a full box here, and that our garage sale guy didn't do us wrong.
Well, he gave us a good deal the first round. The second round of picking didn't go in my favor. So,
guys, if you're out there, you watching this, you're obviously collecting cards, and you know that if people have cards from the 80s and early 90s, they do overvalue their cards a little bit. They still think they're worth a lot of money. So let's look here. We got 1, 2, 3. How many is in that
I'm
box?
looking. I don't see. Let's see, 15 baseball cards per pack. I don't see anything that says how many.
Oh yeah.
3D team logo holograms and baseball cards.
We'll get to ripping, and we can count them packs afterwards. All right, you can tell they've maybe been outside a little bit. Pack maybe a little dry rotted, but all right. We have to deal with these pesky hologram stickers. So we got Tom Brookins. There's a Brave fan. There's a Mark Lemke rookie card. I'm probably not going to flip all these over. It'd take forever.
I think Lemke was a playoff hero back in the day.
Yeah. This pack right here looks like there may be a little damage on the corner. So there's a nice Biggio. Oh, yeah, not a bad pack. Mark Grace, Ricky Henderson, Eric Davis. So it's a pretty good pack. Centering's off on those, so if we find one, that may be an issue. Try to be as careful as possible. If we find one, we want it to be in the best condition. There's Wild Thing. Yeah. I don't know why anybody thought it was a good idea to have the cards go all kinds of different directions. Juan Bell, rookie. He was hot for a little bit, I think. There's a collector's choice. There's a checklist. Andy Van
Slyke.
I think there's Eric Davis in that last pack. So we can't be as lucky to get multiple Griffies then. Stickers. Mike Lacoste, Pete O'Brien, Tony Fernandez, Harold Baines, Bob Stanley, Andy Allison. 0 for 2. We're still early.
All right.
Still got a lot of packs. Yeah.
First inning.
Tim Leary, Pete Smith. That's funny that Pete Smith was a pitcher, but his picture is in the batting cages. Tony Armas, Jack Howe. Ooh, I hope that's not, that doesn't happen to a Griffey card. There's old Darryl Strawberry, Brian Downing, Tracy Woodson, Felix Jose, Bob Stanley.
I think that was another Bob Stanley.
Yeah.
If you're a Bob Stanley fan.
So growing up, I know you were a Braves fan. Who was your favorite player, or was he a Brave?
Yeah, in my time it was, I don't know, Ron Gant maybe, with the muscle arms.
Yeah, he sure did.
Of course, I was a Maddox Glavine fan.
Eddie Murray.
Of course, remember the Sid Bream chugging around third.
Yeah, I was watching a video the other day, and they were talking about how Wade Boggs, whoever, I forgot who it was that hit that ball.
Francisco Cabrera.
Yeah, whatever be. That name was ever a sore spot with him, because he was I think they were playing the Pirates. Yeah,
he was a Pittsburgh Pirates fan.
Yeah. So it's funny how stuff like that sticks in your memory.
Yeah. Oddly enough, never was a Griffey Jr. fan.
No. I mean, he was obviously talented, but I was never a fan of his either. Yeah, it looks like that sticker. We better hope we don't gonna cause problems. I was watching somebody else break these as well, and that's what they said. They said they had watched someone that the sticker was stuck to a Griffey. That'd be heartbreaking. Been a lot of Braves in here, this so far. Johnny Ray.
I'm a
Devin
Braves
White.
fan, but I've seen a lot of Braves that I don't know.
Yeah. There's a Robin Yount. Jim Rice.
Not sweating yet. Not sweating yet.
No.
Now you put the pressure on us with Corey going 3 for 3.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that until you started videoing.
Well, he mentioned that to me as well. There's a
there's
good. That's a nice card right there. Bo Jackson. At this time, he had 3 years in the league. How many stolen bases he had? 40 at that point. I figured he'd had more than that.
Probably not a stat for ass kickings because he's probably landed something out.
Tim Teufel. It's a George Brett. Of course, I think about the bat incident. Is probably what I think when I think about him. Chris Sutter. Jim Aker has a sticker on him. Mosby.
There's a Mariner.
Dante Bichette. Now I think Bo Bichette plays for the Blue Jays. I think that's his son, if I'm correct today, if that's correct. Do we have 2 of those in one pack there? Right. That was ripped there down at the bottom. Dave Anderson. Oh, Old Can Boyd. I think that's funny that they have that on the front of it, Old Can Boyd, because I don't think that, I don't remember what his real name was. Gerald Young. Rick Honeycutt. We've had quite a few of Deion James. A lot of Astros, too. There's our first big rookie there, Randy Johnson.
They're all can.
Yeah, that's crazy. So we've got the Randy Johnson. There's a Greg Maddux for the Cubs. Andy Allison. Ruben Sierra, he was good there for a good stretch. Yeah, I think I have quite a few of those stickers on there. I just hope that's not the case. I'll be a little heartbroken, I believe.
I'm assuming there will be a Nolan Ryan in this. Would there be a Nolan
Should
Ryan in
be.
this series? That would be a
Old German Jimenez.
Nolan Ryan being a good pool.
Yeah. Another Ruben. So we've had, most of these packs have had a double card in them, which is odd. That's not something you see very often. Overall, they're in good shape, but you can tell they've not been in climate control, I don't think, but they seem to be in pretty good shape. Ken Gerhardt. Not a lot of big names so far. Pedro Guerrero. Ricky Jordan. It's a Brave for a while, wasn't he? I believe so. That's a cool card. Mark McGuire. Dave Sturt. Big Cecil Fielder. Boy, he could hit some monsters there at Tiger Stadium. All right. Well, one stack down.
Ready to go.
Yeah, got a McGuire and a Randy Johnson to show for it. Jesse Orosco. It's difficult to... ooh.
Uh-oh, that's the hot pack.
It's right there.
Hot pack.
Jelts. Steve Buechele. There's a Jeff Blauser. Oh, there's a wrong Billy Ripken.
Yeah.
Paul Rung. Pino. Another Strawberry. Oh, rookie checklist. Right.
So far, Corey's going to put me on the black ball list.
Rick Sutcliffe. Johnny Ray. There's a rookie of Felix Jose. Mike Schooler. John Candelera. Ken Phelps. Doug Jennings. Oh, look at those spectacles on Ed Olwine. And another Gallego. All right. It's weird. Another one.
Another
Pitcher with the bat.
Yeah. Gotta lay down the bunt.
Is that
Tony Gwynn?
that's what I thought. Sure. Yeah. I just wouldn't have thought he looked that old that many years ago. Oh, Cal Ripken. Harold Reynolds. Greg Gagne. The David Cohn card. Checklist.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you what, if Deion James was ever anybody, we would be all right.
We'd be stacked.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to Deion Jones.
Yeah, no. Hey, you made it further. You made it further than I did.
There he is.
Yeah, he's haunting me. I'll probably pull him in my next box of archives that I pull or something. I'll probably get his auto. Yeah. Don Baylor. Al Lottery. Made a pretty good career.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Is that sticker on there?
Maybe we. Oh,
Oh,
that fell off.
Good.
Second, Randy Johnson. Not the rookie we're chasing. Wade Boggs, that's a pretty cool card. Gary Gaetti. Daryl Hamilton, Billy Ripken, Lance McCullers, Charlie Lee. There's a hot rookie, Carlos Quintana. Kevin Mitchell, Gary Carter, Charles Hudson. Slim picking so far.
You got the celebratory dance ready?
Yeah, there's still a ton of cards left, says Deion James. Deion James.
Paper of the office with Deion.
That's right. Make a coffee table out of those cards. Roberto Kelly.
That was a hot name for a minute, I think.
Jim Clancy. There's another strawberry checklist. Rookie checklist. Jeff Calhoun. There's a Vince Coleman.
Deion.
I'm sure if you're watching this video and if there is a sequence to everything, you're probably either know or we don't, or you know that we got one, or you already know we don't have one, maybe by the way the cards are packaged, if that's possible. That's a weird photo there. The centering's way off on that one. I don't think they're actually stuck on there, so that's good. I guess I'm kind of shocked at there's an Andre Dawson, the Hawk. The amount of big names that we haven't pulled.
Haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Like you said, Nolan Ryan.
One McGuire, I think we've seen, who was at that time very big, I think.
I would imagine there has to be a Canseco.
Yeah. Looky there. Let me get the dance out.
Nice. Centering, probably off. It's probably centered to the left just a little bit, I would imagine. The top to bottom centering looks really good, though.
It looks like the card, though.
Yeah. Corner-wise, that's nice. That is nice. That's the chase right there. That's the point of opening this pack here. So let's get this.
Between that and the Deion James, I am tore up.
And really wasn't expecting that to pull it there. I was just kind of getting them in order. So let's put that in the card saver there. Let's get it in one of those because we'll definitely get this card graded. All right.
And we got half the box to go.
Half the box to go.
So like you said, if those mathematicians out there have it all numbered and figured out,
yeah,
they may know there's not a chance.
Yeah, exactly.
They may know there is a chance.
I was honest. I mean, we still got a lot of packs left, but I was honestly sweating it. And I mean,
you start to sweat.
I didn't think it was looking very good at all. So, but if you notice, we're starting to get into different cards as well. Like, I mean, that's the first time I've seen that Jeff Treadway, Randy Bush. I mean, starting to get into different cards.
Different players, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I've pulled mine, so you come. You come pull yours.
So it's the rookie's turn. Get them ready. Now, let's see. You done made me nervous now. The rookie.
Hey, just like me, you know, same thing with Travis is kind of caught the bug and, you know, collected cards as a kid and hadn't collected cards for, you know, 30 years and now back to collecting cards. So,
one thing that has changed, it's expensive.
see, like Dennis Eckerson.
Yep, have not seen him yet. Or Dole Alexander.
Yeah.
I think that was the famous John Smoltz trade. If I'm thinking correctly, that's how they got John Smoltz, the Braves, traded Dole Alexander for him. If anybody is interested in that history.
If that's Sid Bream. I mean,
There's the old Sid Bream. We haven't seen him yet.
Comment below if you, like I said, if Travis is right on that. I'm sure there's some diehard Braves fans out there.
And if I'm not correct, don't even say anything. Don't worry about it. Batista. Now we have seen that guy.
Yeah, we have had a ton of those.
Looky here, looky here, looky here. Goodness. The rookie pulled it. It's my first pack opening. First pack.
That's in back-to-back packs.
First pack for the special guest on DNC ball card.
The centering looks great on that one.
I'm going to hand this off to the professor. I am going to let you take a better look.
Yeah, that card looks good. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Look at the...
no.
Look at the damage up there. You can't really see it on camera.
Across the top.
Yeah, it's got...
my celebration was short-lived. Let me see if I can angle that. There you go. There you can see it across the top. Biscuit eating.
I went back and looked at the first one. It's not that way.
Is it? Okay. So there it is. You can see across the top at that angle. Let me back that up where it looks beautiful. And then the Dream Crusher. The Fun Sponge.
I mean, that was a good looking card too. I mean, it's well centered.
Till he got it in a certain angle in the light.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one to donate to a 5th grader. I'm still going to hand that off to the professor. Hey, the numbers are there though.
That's right. We won't send that one in for grading. It deserves a top loader though. That is a shame right there.
Yeah.
Are the other cards that way?
Let me go back with these and look again. Those looked okay. Let me get this pack back. Let me see if I can. Of course, some were turned. Jay Buhner, I think, came right after the Griffey. And Jay Buhner looks to be in excellent condition.
Well, that's a shame.
Now what? Eric Plunk, Strawberry. Strawberry's creased.
Yeah.
Strawberry has some damage. right there by his head there. Looks like, honestly,
That's the worst one.
yeah, that's the Carcovise has the, looks like the, you probably can't see it, but the upper deck stamp come through, it looks like. Telling my Dole Alexander crap. and then I get cursed.
Well,
Wow.
we only gonna hope there's more.
Unreal. Unreal. So here we go. Hot streak, hot streak. We're still alive, still alive. Wow. Well, I'm not going to be blackballed. So your
No,
DNC is 4 for 4. I'm still struggling to open these cards, but we did find one. We did find one. J. Howe, Oral Hershiser. Let me get this up here where you guys can see a little better. Another Billy Ripken. Bobby Witt. Of course, now I'm gun shy here. I see rookie. Trigger happy, I guess I should say, instead of gun shy. And it's Luis Medina. Another Bo Jackson. This all right on this focus there, Mr.
Yeah,
Dustin?
you may just have to tilt it back.
Everybody's getting a horrible view with my...
Live. Oh, there's a Dale Murphy.
Is that...
But,
Al Newman, is that doesn't look to me to be...
yeah, but I think the Braves logo's on the other side, I believe.
And he's backwards,
Yeah,
something
I
like
think
that.
so.
Still a good card. That's a good Atlanta Brave. We'll lay to the side there. Braves legend. Rigetti, Sasky, and Mike Witt.
Well,
There was some excitement there for a minute or two, and then some letdown for a minute or two. Classic life, ain't it? Excitement, and then the letdown, and then
I think what it's doing is it's focusing on those Griffies
back in the
there.
back.
This is what it's doing.
There we go. Yep, I think that's right.
I have to take those down, maybe.
All right. Dick Schofield. There's a classic Kirk Gibson from the World Series. Pascual Perez. Dave. Who knows? Steve Stab. Tommy Hurt. Gerald Perry. I've heard of him. There is Johnny Raitt. Walt Weiss. Durham. Tony Chance. Back and forth. Angel Salazar. Concepcion. There it is, another McGuire. Sid Bream. Just had a conversation about. I don't know what to think about all this mess.
I'm kind of,
Tore up.
deflated a little
Yeah,
bit. I mean,
yeah. A little
excited to-
excitement. Little recap here. Hit 2. 1 looks in great shape. We're happy with. We were all... Nope, I got them mixed up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Here's your winner. In good shape. Here was our second one on the handoff. We realized damage across the top. And it appeared to be the only card in the pack with any damage. So... go figure, right? We were worried about a sticker being stuck to it, and it ended up being a little like somebody stepped on it.
Examining the center end and not noticing the obvious.
So, Odell Jones. Oral Hershiser from the World Series, it says 88. Nick Saski.
Oh, I didn't even notice that those were World
World Series. That and the Kirk Gibson. Milligan. Mike Greenwell. Javier. Let me get some hand position here. There's a rookie, not what we're looking for. David Otto.
You think about all these rookies and how most of them didn't pan out.
Yeah.
Upper Deck made a point to start this set, the first 26 cards with the hottest prospects and rookies, and you're really only chasing one of them.
They're hunting for one.
Yeah.
You got those in any particular order. And we're going to find another one that's not been stepped on. Maybe, if I don't tear it up, open it. Because there's no tab to grab a hold of. There it is. There's going to be another one.
I wonder what the most someone has found in a box. If you know that answer, if you've watched a bunch of these videos, comment below. Tell us what the most you've seen been pulled out of a box before. That's a nice Tommy Glavine.
Yeah, Tommy Glavine. Tim Laudner.
I find it interesting that he was good at hockey as well.
Yeah, hockey player. That was a big talk when he was a player. Tommy Hers, Roger Clemens.
Yeah. Nice rocket card.
Good ball player. I never liked him, but I was a Piazza fan. And, of course, they had their duel, Brian Holman. Well, look, did anybody just catch that? For a hot second, it said Junior. Right there is all I saw, just for a minute. Junior.
Got excited.
I got excited.
That heart race.
Sandy Alomar Jr. Steve Lyons.
Well, we've had luck on the rookies.
Henderson. Yeah.
So, I mean, of what, like the cardboard connection, we've got the Randy Johnson, Sandy Alomar. I didn't realize that John Smoltz was a rookie. And Gary Sheffield. I didn't realize that. Even though I know that was talking points at the beginning of the video, but didn't we pull that card?
Which one?
Smoltz?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think so. We got a Glavine right then. Had a Maddox earlier, of course, with
Maybe
the Cubs. I was talking about, yeah, that was the Dole Alexander traded.
Yeah.
That's how they acquired him. I think. Morgan. Jamie Moyer.
I know that name for some. I don't know why I know him. I mean, maybe just watching baseball through the years.
I was going to say, I think that's our first one of him, so we are still getting some new names.
He's threw a no-hitter. Or
there's another Dale Murphy. Appears to be just like the other. Another rookie, Orlando Rooms, maybe.
What's your thoughts on Dale Murphy not being a Hall of Famer?
Is that
he's deserving?
Is that he's coming up this year, right?
I'm not
or
sure.
Is it his last year of chance? I can't remember.
I think he's been up. So
I think he should go. He was like what, 2-time MVP? I think led the league in hitting a few years. I think. I don't know all the exacts. There's a
checklist of
Nolan Ryan. I think he should go. I mean, an MVP, multiple-time MVP. Now, somewhere I'd read Juan Gonzalez was a 2-time MVP. So I guess,
Yeah.
but he's connected to the steroid era.
Exactly. So he's
And
got
I'd say Murphy probably ate his Wheaties and not the juice. So I think Murphy should go.
You think...
not just because I'm a Braves fan, I guess, but...
You think Bonds and McGuire and them ever get in?
They probably won't. Probably won't. I mean, their numbers are there, but when you're connected to that, I think... Speaking of the juice, there's a Jose Canseco. I don't think they'll make it, but who knows? Striker. There's famous Ed Owen with those spectacles.
Do you still consider Aaron as the home run leader?
I think so. They made a big deal out of McGuire and Bonds, but then you go back and find out what's happened. There's a good-looking Ozzie Smith. I watched a show about... Yeah, you saw that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I watched a show about Hank Aaron that did an interview with him and said when he was coming up, he was... Back then, I don't know if it was single A, double A, but he was coming up and they had roommates. And he said him and his roommate would put their money together. They were given their per diem, I guess, and buy a large jug of peanut butter and several loaves of bread. And that's, he said they pretty much lived on that for weeks at a time. And this guy was hitting bombs back in the day off of peanut butter and bread instead of the juice. So that's the real deal.
I mean, obviously, I believe Bonds is a talented player. He's athletic and he's a good player. But I just hate that his name's associated with a record that he probably didn't obtain fairly.
Right, and that, I guess that's a better way of explaining the peanut butter theory. I guess that these guys were doing it, I guess, the hard way. I mean, almost not the hard way, but the way it was supposed to have been done. And I compare a lot of new athletes to these older guys, and they've got all this modern technology and medicine and things of that nature to help them out, and those guys didn't. Maybe the competition was different too, I don't know. But if we were running a race and I had a 10-yard start, who's going to win?
Yeah. I thought that was another Randy Johnson.
Chris Carpenter. So those guys on the juice, sort of, to me, they've got the 10-yard start.
Yeah. I would agree.
Off sort of different sport, but I watch a lot of UFC, and they were talking about John Jones, and someone made a comment, he's always going to win. He's got a head start because he's been linked to some cheating before. But
have you ever thought about buying any UFC cards?
I've seen them. I've seen them at Walmart, actually.
Really? They got some?
And yeah, because that's all our Walmart's got, that and Yu-Gi-Oh, or Magic, which is fine. But I've seen them, but I have not. I haven't even checked into like
if
value, collecting, or anything, if anybody's after them. So I like to watch it. I don't know if I'll collect them. Well, a lot's over. Andy Van Slyke again. I don't know if them, just looking at them corners a little. This may be the pack to pull another one. I see some damage.
Which, I guess that's come to be expected with a card that's 30 years old.
A box of cards that's been sitting somewhere for, 30 years. And if you saw where I pulled them out of, it's lucky that they are in this shape. John Crook.
I'd say overall, they're in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
John Crook, he's another one I like. you was talking about George Brett and the bad incident. I just think about him in the All-Star game and
Not with Randy Johnson. Yeah. Throwing over his head.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 9 packs to go. And I keep knocking on the camera. It's weird how those memories stick in your head, isn't it, when you're a kid? And I think that's what it just took. One 5-minute conversation to get me right back into collecting. It's Don Mattingly.
You know, if you follow us on Twitter, if you've probably seen this, and if you don't follow us on Twitter, it's at DC Ball Cards. You know, hop over there and follow us. But Corey had shared a video or retweeted a video yesterday of, I don't even know who it was. It was a red player that got thrown at, and he took off charging the mound, and then the pitcher took off running and chased him all the way through the outfield. The whole team was following each other. So
it's like chasing, what's the guy at the Braves now? The Frozo or the Flash or whatever. They chase him across. It's like chasing their mascot across the warning track.
Phyllis Burks, I don't think we've had that card before.
No, or Howard Johnson, I don't think.
Joe.
I don't recognize that mustache.
All right, so we just hoping for at least one more.
Need another.
Don't be too greedy. We need one to replace the
the damage. Yeah, I won't be too greedy, but 2 more wouldn't hurt either. It ain't gonna hurt anything at all to find 2 more. I haven't seen any Deion James lately.
No,
So I think we were sort of bad. Oh, Jay Buhner. There was a Jay Buhner the last time we
was there?
spotted one. Yeah, because he was in excellent condition, right behind the damaged Griffey. Tim Laudner, Craig Reynolds, Oral, Hershiser again.
Non-World
Series. There's Jay Buhner. Alito Perez, Wade Boggs. We've seen that one a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Another McGuire. Stewart. Well, still got some positives out of this. They may invite me back to do another. We're not over. And if Dustin's interested, we do have some 89 Bowman. I know you've done that before, I think, right? Corey has, but we can go 5 for 5. Keep the streak alive. Willie Wilson, Scott Fletcher. There's Bo. Another Bo.
I do like that Topps rated rookie or Future Stars Bo Jackson. That's a good looking card.
Yeah, and there's a Tiffany version of that I guess I was not aware of as a kid. That is, of course, more valuable.
Yeah. Little Sam's Collectibles probably didn't have the...
He probably did not. He probably did not. And they were probably more expensive.
Yeah.
But there he is.
Yeah, he's back.
Deion James. That's a good sign.
I don't know.
That's a good sign. That is a good sign. We're going to spin that positive.
Is that big cat?
That's a big cat. That's what I was going to say. Galarraga. Dan Gladden. I think he was my arch enemy during the World Series. Scott Fletcher, Al Nipper. Maybe Deion's not a good sign. Lay this Bo out of the way here, yeah. Put that in the Bo Jackson collection.
It's. I mean, if Bo could have been healthy, what
right.
could he have done?
Same with Griffey Jr. I think. If those two guys would have stayed healthy, if Griffey Jr. would have stayed healthy, he could have set some records. Now he could have broke some records.
Yeah.
And probably naturally broke the records.
Yeah, and I don't think nobody questions his little slim figure there of ever being on PEDs.
Jones. Rudy. I'm getting lazy now. Not
Well,
typing.
yeah, I mean, you know, it's just.
Andy Hawkins. Moreland. I think we're looking for card number 1, aren't we?
Card number 1.
Socia.
It's funny how they kind of predicted that, you know, that he would be a lot of days, a lot of hype. Well, I mean, there was still a lot of hype back in that day of people that never mounted anything, but to make Griffey card
Number 1.
and be the one that you're still chasing 30 years later.
Number 1. We're going to find one more, I think. Jay Buhner. Again. When I say we're going to find number 1, I mean we're going to find, another one. One more Deion James is what I'm talking about. We'll find another Deion.
Anybody that's watching this video would disagree with that.
And probably wonder why in the hell. Just having a good time. Look here, he's collecting some ball cards.
Yeah,
Gary Pettis.
I saw that card and thought, well, or maybe I saw another card. I think it's pretty cool there.
I wonder if he's got his own there.
Look at is it the back of it?
It may be.
Huh. You think he was signing that for a little kid?
Could have. I hope so. I hope so.
That's another thing about today's hobby that I think's odd, that an auto that's not certified by Topps or whatever that you got yourself.
You go to the ballpark and get an auto. Yeah.
Even if you send it off and get it authenticated, it's not worth nowhere near
as getting one out of a pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strange, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
That would be a lot of personal value, though. I don't think I've ever. I got one years ago with the Nashville Sounds, and it was. He played second base for the White Sox for several years. I cannot remember his name. Look, told you.
Ventura? No. I guess.
No. I don't know. But we did get another Deion James, by the way. There he is. That boy. Ron something. I can't remember. Checklist. Down to the final 3.
Yeah.
You want to take the hot seat back,
no,
Dustin?
You good. You go ahead.
Ray Durham. I think. Charlie Lee.
I'm concerned if the MLB has their way and, you know, cuts a lot of these minor league teams out.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. It's a lot of inexpensive fun too.
Especially for us being, you know, within an hour and a half of the Chattanooga Lookouts. They're one of those teams that were on the list.
And it's a fun spot to go.
Yeah.
And you can see some big names there. Puig's been through. I'm thinking, they used to be the Dodgers. I'm thinking Corey Seager come through before. Now they are...
Back with the Reds.
Are they?
Yeah.
They were the Twins for a minute in between. And then I think Buxton came through there. So you get to see some big names. I did see, is it D. Gordon? Tom Gordon's son?
Maybe.
He played there, and I think he's connected to the Juice, I think. I think he got in trouble.
But yeah, I mean, I think I read an article, you know, from the Lookout said they average about, I don't know what he said, but I mean, it's a pretty good crowd to get rid of
yeah. There's a lot of college kids go there, I'd say, for the weekend, have a good time.
And then, you know, you got the talk of, you know, the group in Nashville, you know, big push to land an MLB team. And So if that's the case, that's our first Mattingly.
Yep, that's the first Mattingly.
If that's the case, then what?
Where would the sounds go? Yeah, yeah. What was our first Mattingly? Not our first Strawberry.
Back to the strawberries.
Yeah, pro team in Nashville will be nice, but I enjoy the minor leagues. So much easier getting in and out.
A lot less expensive.
A lot less expensive. There's a Mariner. And Matt Williams.
Down to the last
Final one. Last pack.
If you told me we would find 2, I would have been excited as can be. So it's kind of bad that I'm not excited about 2, but
yeah.
the fact of one of them
being damaged.
Is that's a PED special. No, I thought that was what's his name?
Raphael.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was him for a second.
Don Baylor. Brooke Jacoby. Let me get out of here. I'm watching the cards instead of watching you guys. I'm sorry.
You hadn't missed much, so.
Quit.
Paul O'Neill. I got the first Paul O'Neill.
Yeah. Charlie Lee with Ozzy, I thought. Jack Morris. Another Don Mattingly. 2 real quick. Mookie Wilson. DeJesus. John Dobson. And Mickey Tattleton.
Well, your hookup, may not play out anymore, but did he claim to have more boxes of this?
He did. He did say he had more. And I did score 2 more boxes. My 90s tops, which I opened and was, not very exciting. And an 89 Fleer. So I do have an 89 Fleer, and there's some hunts to do in there with Billy Ripken. Let me see if I can get that in here.
Opening 2 boxes, 2 Griffies. That's what you asked for. It's sad that one of them does have a crease on the top, but it's still an iconic card. It's a cool card to actually pull yourself and not buy. So thanks for finding this box. This has kind of been a cool thing that I wanted to do. Corey, I'm sure you'll watch this at some point, so you can suck it. But sorry you couldn't make it here, but there wasn't another Griffey for you. So
no, yeah. Well, I was hoping we'd get 3, send Corey the damaged one, and we keep the perfect ones. But we may give Corey the damaged one.
Well, guys, if you've watched this video, we're going about 58 minutes, so we're almost an hour long. If you've made it this long, I appreciate you watching. If you hadn't subscribed to our channel, please do. Until next time, guys, again, thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks, guys.